guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. So yesterday's comment section was a little bit of a mixed bag. I had some people that were wanting me to continue more tech and some more that were wanting me to adventure more. Now in this pack, it is kind of hard to adventure. We do have technically two dimensions that are not void. We have the other, and we have the Twilight Forest. The Twilight Forest being the most adventure-y. However, it is done quite a lot. I have done it quite a lot. We will be doing it, just don't want to do it yet. Now the other, we can do some more adventuring. We can always grab some more materials because I would like to update some things. I would actually like to get more Unobtainium and more Vibranium. That'd be really, really nice. And we also have the end dimension, which we have yet to go to. Now I do not know if the end is a void. Thankfully we have a jetpack, but if we were to fight the dragon today, that would be a pretty fun adventure, I would think. Now before we go adventuring, I should probably upgrade my backpack because even though we have applied energistics, we do not have cross-dimensional access to our applied energistics system, or at least not yet. So to do this, I just need to consistently update or upgrade this, and we should be able to get a rather large backpack. Like netherite is a lot. So netherite, let's grab that. And we'll head on up here. Now this is going to make this backpack quite large. Let's actually compare the diamond size, which has a scroll bar, the diamond size to this size. It's quite substantial. There's a lot of slots and a lot of upgrade slots. Because this backpack can actually do way more, way more than just store items. Now, while there are a lot of upgrades that we can do, including ones that will auto feed us, which is probably one of the best ones, we also have something that'll allow us to store fluids and also give us an energy source in our bag. It'll take up some of the inventory space and give us power storage. So we have them. And then if you think you don't have enough storage, well, you can put stack multipliers on here. This will multiply the amount of stacks of an item it can hold per slot, which is crazy. Going all the way up to 16. That is a lot of storage. So let's go ahead and put this upgrade in here. And you can see it did remove like an entire layer here, but we can hold 100,000 RF, which is not bad. It's a little bit extra, more than we currently have. And let's see, do I charge it by putting it in here? And yes. It is charging this way, and it should hold up to 100,000. That should hopefully be able to charge what we are currently wearing. So yeah, there is a battery slot right here with our backpack settings. Of course, there's a lot of settings here. But yeah, we just put items in here. So if we run out of a little bit of power on our charge porter, we can always use this. That's actually quite nice. Now, how do we go about getting to the end? Yeah, that's something I should probably actually look at. Well, it looks like first of all, we need a cake, and then we need eyes of Ender. And then we need end crystals, which end crystals aren't horrible to make. We just need gas tiers. And I'm pretty sure we can get gas tiers if we don't already have them. We can get them in many different ways. As you can see right here, all we need is some catalyzing glands and we have gas tiers. We don't even have to go anywhere crazy for this. So yeah, I think this is going to be easy. Do I have catalyzing glands? Look at that, I do. 3 of those. Bam, we have a gas tier. And all we have to do is EMC this. And bam, we have, oh, actually, we already had a guest here. So there we go. We have plenty, and we should be just about ready to go. All I gotta do is get some ender pearls set up. Let's see, is pearls not in here? I'm pretty sure, I thought ender pearls were a part of this. Now to make a cake, this should be pretty straightforward. I do have the animals in here. I just turned everything off. It made it so I can actually milk a cow. So much easier than the other ways I was trying to go about doing it. But this is fantastic for this purpose. All right, so now that I have that, we should be able to make a cake, right? And the end looks like it's going to be very, very near. Wow, this is actually EMCable as well, which is fantastic. And there we go. We have an end cake. Oh boy. Now, before we go fighting a dragon, I of course want some protection, and that would be really nice with an Unobtainium sword. I think this will definitely help us out in our times of trouble that are going to be coming to us very, very soon. Now, along with that sword, I think I want to get into a little bit of Project E and actually make an Archangel Smite, as this is really potent against the dragon, not only in killing the dragon, but It's really potent against just about anything, as you just need a Klein Star, and it's an infinite bow with auto rapid fire. Yeah, it's pretty potent. So right here is the Archangel Smite, and then all I have to do is take this Klein Star, which is just the second tier of Klein Star, and we have to give it a little bit of EMC, and we could use it by putting like a fuel source in here, but the best way to do it is just to fuel it right here by putting it in this slot, and bam, you have a Klein Star with a little bit of stored EMC. And this, well, one, if you left click, it's a shotgun, kind of. If you right click, it shoots a single, and I believe if you hit G, or you might have to actually go into the keybinds, and there should be a keybind for activating this thing. Yep, I went ahead and set it. It's change mode, and I set it to G, and that's what it does whenever you activate that mode. And as you can see, it doesn't even seem like it's utilizing EMC to do this, which is kind of interesting. Actually, do I even need a Klein Star? Like, what is this using for power? Now, there is one last thing I would like to get into before we go to the end. And that's because my only source of flight, if it is a void, is my jetpack. And I would really hate for us to sort of run out of power while we're there. So, there is a mod that will keep us charged even when we're cross dimensions. And that's Flux Networks. Now, if you're like me and you've already broken your bedrock, well, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble because you can actually get this from basalt. But another way to do it is if you do have bedrock, you can actually take a bunch of redstone and place obsidian and then punch it, not right click, punch the obsidian, and this will actually turn it into flux dust. Or there's another way to do it as well. Instead of doing it this way with obsidian, you can actually use, or sorry, with bedrock, you can actually use a piece or an actual block of the flux here. So let's see if we can actually make it with the flux dust that we have from sieving the basalt. I think we're going to have enough. I think we are. So let's go ahead and make a few Eyes of Ender because this is like one of the biggest parts of this mod. And we should be able to make this block and then take a piece of obsidian, just a single piece of obsidian, and we can set this up anywhere, but right here should be perfect. And then right here, we'll place this one block above, leaving a single block space. And let's grab some redstone. So I'm going to do like 4 stacks of redstone. I think that should be fine. Actually do 5 because it does craft normally with 5. And I'm going to toss all of this there and then punch. And as you can see, we got a bunch of flux. And all of that courteous of this flux block. And it does change the obsidian to cobblestone, apparently. I feel like that's a new thing. So yeah. Now, there's a few things I need to make with Flux Networks. And that is a flux point. Because we need to take from... a flux point is going to... Or sorry, a flux plug is the larger one. It is what you're going to plug into our power source. It is what is going to receive power. And then we'll take a flux point, and flux points will send power wirelessly. But I need a controller. The controller is the thing I need. So we need to make a flux plug and a controller for right now. So here we go. So right here is our flux plug. And then of course we have our flux blocks that I'm going to be using to make a controller. So all of this just getting crafted up. And then bam, I definitely want this, by the way, on autocraft. This is going to make my life so much easier once we have these few things set to autocraft. So definitely want to do that. So this needs to be on autocraft. And then we might want this on autocraft as well. Maybe even blaze powder. I think blaze powder is probably something that we want on there as well. All of this like trickling down into a few things. We want the block. And if you hold shift, you can actually see the items that you have listed here. I'm going to go ahead and do the actual plug. We also want a point. And because this has redstone, I definitely want to have redstone crafted there. Lots of different things leading into this. But all I really need is a flux plug and a flux point on autocraft. Everything else, I can go ahead and just craft. So let's go ahead and toss this in here. By the way, you can also see we have our, you see the circuit etcher that's linked to. Of course, this panel lets you access all those items as well. But there we go. That makes it so much easier. So we have all these things on autocraft. And anytime we need them, we can just click a button and bam, we have it. Don't have to go through all the crafting. So let's set up this incredibly simple mod because there's really not much to it. So on this flux plug, I'm gonna go ahead and place it on our power source. I do need to set this to output. So on the top, I'll just right click on a wrench to make sure this top piece is set to output. Because I'm pretty sure, actually, you know what? I could set the energy cube down here as our source. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. So I need to figure out which side this is by using mechanism. And I can actually use the configurator when it's set to power mode. And you can see this side, I need to set it to output, which is blue. And then I can go ahead and actually hook this plug up to it. Now I do need to configure a network. So I need to go to create new network and we'll call this Chosen's power for right now. You can choose any color, doesn't really matter. And then I will set mine to public. But if you're on a server, you definitely want to encrypt this and you probably want to put a password to it so you could share it with somebody else. All right, and then we'll just hit create. Now, you do have to select your network afterwards, so I do have to click this, and now we're selected. Now we have a power setup. It is super easy, and there is chunk loading available if you absolutely need to use it. In our base, we don't really need to use it because I am using FTB to chunk load. As you can see, these are force loaded. Now that that's placed, let's go ahead and place down our flux controller. We can place this back here. No big need for it to be, displayed. And then we select this network, and now I go to wireless charging, enable, and then I select what needs to be enabled and just hit apply. And now everything on us that is able to be charged should begin to charge, except for the items that are in our inventory. Of course, this will not charge items in our inventory, but it will charge. It should charge our Curo slot, at least I hope so. It's not, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's not charging from the Curos. So that is a downside. I actually wonder if Powa will fix this later on when we get into the Powa mod. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. It's starting to charge. It just took a minute. There must have been something else in our inventory there must have been something else that needed to be charged up or something. Because now it's charging. I'm a total derp. It was definitely charging up our exchanging and building gadget. Ah, goodness. Those things. So I hope you guys are prepped and ready for some adventure because I know I am. I am so ready for adventure. So let's go ahead and go to the end dimension. And I have no idea what to expect from this. I honestly have no clue. I do have some bottles, which is kind of nice, and that should help us. So let's go. I think I take a bite out of this, don't I? Oh boy. Okay, so it looks like potentially regular end, which is kind of nice. Yes, it is a regular end, which is really good. Now, where's the dragon? Because I don't hear it. There's the dragon. So yeah, as simple as just turning this off. Ooh, I'm going to grab a few bottles of this, by the way. There we go. And we're also going to grab Ender Air. Of course, we can always come back for this. But this is so nice. Let's see. Throw some down here. Bam. Bam. It's going to be like one of the fastest dragon kills ever. And then we activate this. Honestly, wonder what happens if we hit this with our sword. Nothing? Yeah, this is always a fun way to kill the dragon. I love this. If I turn this off... Whoa, that does a lot of damage. I know we get hit back, but oh my. That's such insane damage. And oh, we still have something that's reviving him. Better get that. Oh goodness, now we just gotta wait for this dragon to land. Which it's doing. Oh boy. Yep. And then we just go for the head. Just go for the head. Oh my goodness. I mean, we were taking damage from just the one thing. Why did it sound like another portal opening? But this is as simple as this gets. Now, I do want to stop this just before we kill it, because I do want to kill it by hand, just in case there's any kind of drop that requires me to kill it by hand. And there we go. We killed the dragon. I'll pick this up. Thank you. All right, did it drop anything fancy? Let's turn on our magnet. Make sure anything that dropped, we pick up. And there's the beautiful dragon egg. Right there. All right, let's right click this. Where did you go? I'm sure you're around here somewhere. Dragon egg. Oh, that's a lot of Endermen all in one spot. Oh, there's where all the stuff went. And a bunch of Endermen. I almost wonder, did it drop through the portal? Because I do not see it. So I'm going to check back. We should spawn at our bed. And we've beaten Minecraft. No dragon egg. Where did the dragon egg go? Well, I hope the next dragon we kill ends up dropping a dragon egg, because this one didn't drop. Well, it did drop one. It just, when I clicked it, it disappeared. I'm looked all over the place. I don't see it. Oh my gosh, I think I have encountered our first boss. Master Isabel. Or wait, is it Mr.? That is a lot of health you have on you. But what does that honestly mean? This is doing so little damage, even though the sword does like 50 something damage. I mean, will this do more damage? Oh my gosh, it's so loud. No, that does not help any. All right, we're going too high up. You've got to come down. Thank you. I almost have this thing down. And there we go. Now what does it drop? Phantoms. Ooh, it actually had a helmet on it. Plus 11 his fortitude. Crazy stuff on here. Max health 6. Plus, by the way, all the stuff that we ended up getting from that dragon. My goodness. All right, well, let's see what the end cities have to offer. All we're going to do is go boop. And we've teleported. Ooh, very nice. Slime Island, purple slime. We should probably grab some of that while we're here. Definitely want to grab some chorus fruit, even though I know we're going to be sieving for this later. It's just going to be really nice for us to have a bunch of this stuff. Definitely want to grab some of this while I can. Ooh, all that slimy goodness. And yeah, there's an ender sapling. We already got one. Yeah, we definitely should get them from this. And then the slimy dirt, I think we can buy this stuff with Silk Touch. Or not. Okay. So I decided to teleport back home real quick just to grab our structure compass. Oh boy, this is gonna make this so much easier. So much easier. So now with our structure finder thingy McBob, we should be able to find, let's see, end cities. Yeah, structure Slime Island, that's the only thing here. So we'll select that, and this should lead us to an end city off in this direction, only 500 blocks away. Let's hope it's one with elytras in it. Ooh, it's a big one, but it is definitely not the one with elytras in it. But we are here. And are there chests? Yes. And what do they contain? Ooh, pneumatic craft stuff. Oh, a magnet upgrade? Like that's a full upgrade right there. What is that? A bunch of pneumatic craft stuff. I'm going to grab that. Ooh, and Ars Nouveau. I know I say Ars wrong. It's just how everybody says it here. All right. Grab that and that. Also, I might want some shulker shells as well, and I will, of course, grab end rods. So now, if you want to find this very specific ore called Unobtainium, Well, it's going to be in these biomes that you're going to find these things, which is called the End Highlands. You can see it here on the F3 biome End Highlands, or right now we're in the Midlands, but right here is the Highlands. So we need to look for this particular biome. We need to be here, and according to this, there should be ore here somewhere. However, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to find that ore. Once we get it first, oh, it'll be so much easier. But the big way of finding it, I think, is going to be making a very special pick. Probably a Unobtainium pick, and then just vein mine this. The other good way would probably be to use a quarry to just quarry out endstone. That probably will take a bit longer though. However, you shouldn't be able to quarry the ingot itself. You could get rid of all the endstone, and that would make it very clear where it's at. So there we go, Unobtainium pick, and let's see if we can't use this to find out where all the fun's been hiding. So ore excavation time. I mean, honestly, just go straight down and wish for the best. I mean, it's gonna be all around, so the chances of finding it is probably very slim. I would still say quarrying is probably the best way to do this. Yeah, I'm also gonna run out of hunger. So this is new. I went back to go get some EFLNs to try out those, and this thing spawned. What? Am I getting my hands in? Oh man, this thing will take so long to kill. But it's orange, like it's a legendary or something. That's kind of cool. This thing done teleported to a place that's incredibly easy for me to kill it. Yeah, just right underground. So that Titan Forged. What? 51% ignores 51% durability damage. So I mean, not too bad. Like, this stuff from Apotheosis is really nice. Plus you get tons of shader grabbacks. Anyways, back to what I was doing. EFLNs are actually kind of useful. I just don't know if they're going to be helpful for this situation. If I had more stuff from Project E, I would definitely use those. Oh yeah, these will work perfectly. So I'll just spam these until I either see it. I wonder if the ore itself is blast resistant or not, because it might just actually end up breaking the ore. Luckily, it doesn't destroy the blocks. Like, the explosion doesn't destroy blocks. It does fling them everywhere. But I would love to find it via this method, because this is kind of a cool method. Oh, I found some! Wow, this stuff is so rare. Look at this. Look how much I've cleaned out. And I mean, that's crazy. Okay, does this actually blow it up? No, it does not. So it is 100% blast resistant, which makes this actually a pretty good method for farming. Actually, a really good method for farming this. Now, I'm not going to break it yet because I want to make sure that I get enough to make the potion out of it, and to do that and actually make a charm. But I do want to use fortune, so I want to be able to get fortune before we actually break this. But I am so glad I found it. That is perfect. Oh, that's fantastic. We found Unobtainium today. Well, guys, I hope that was some adventure for you guys, as I had lots of fun today going into the end and finding that elusive Unobtainium. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, of course, give this a huge thumbs up and click that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. It takes a lot of time to make these videos, and of course, I enjoy doing them, and I love seeing the feedback, and the best way to show some feedback is by clicking that subscribe button. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and of course, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to be a huge thanks going to Vokil. Thank you so much for your amazing support. By the way, over in the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member and supporting the channel, I really appreciate it. And of course, guys, if you're interested in joining the Discord, I say this every video, join the Discord at discord.gg/Chosenarchitect and join the conversation over there. We have an amazing community, and I would love for you to add to it. So guys, of course, I will see you in the next episode. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below if you enjoyed something, let me know what you enjoyed, and click that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, thanks for watching!